Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Parks Nora. My name is Mirior, and I will be commentating this game between Nethros and Tarth. Tarth is playing full faction Iron Fist Stronghold, quite possibly a barbarian deck. He is known for, on the forums, he is known for his championing of the barbarian theme. Nethros is playing the Underdepths. And I want to say I recognize his name, but I might be confusing with other names. I know Nebron's name is very similar, and I might just be recognizing it because it's similar to Nebron's name. But maybe I'm recognizing Nethros on his own right too. I don't know. Nethros, if you are someone I should recognize and you're watching this, I apologize for not recognizing you. But okay. Nethros is 203 Exotic League, Tarth is 157 Exotic League. Should be an okay match. Tarth's off to a bad start, I think. Unless he's a stealth champion out, which is entirely possible. Yeah, he must have a stealth champ. Wait. Yes, he must have a stealth champion out because. Unless he didn't get. You know what? Can I check combat log? Yeah, he's a stealth champion. There's a dwarven sharpshooter running around right there. Okay. Deep Miner, Northern Cross Templar. Northern Cross Templar got nerfed on Monday, got more Nora increase. Still a pretty good rune. Very tanky. 6 defense, has dual, has pummel, nice damage output. Okay. Nethros is moving in, Deep Fanatic, and Grimlick coming in behind. Dwarven Sergeant and another Deep Miner, so Tarth has his Norwegian set up. Looks like he isn't running Barbarians. That's a shame. I enjoy seeing a full faction Barbarian deck at work. The more common Underdepth split isn't as interesting. Well, I mean, it's supposed to somewhat interesting, but it's kind of, it feels more gimmicky. It's balance-wise, I don't know if it's a problem, but it's frustrating to play against. And I can relive that frustration when I'm watching it. So I don't watch very many games with Iron Fist Underdepths, Barbarians. But the full faction ones are interesting. Savage works nicely when you don't have Sacrifice and Retribution backing it up. Nicely in a fun sense, fun to play against and fun to play as, I assume. Power level-wise, I don't know. Deep Fanatic equips an arrow shield, so it's safe from the sharpshooter and pounces in. Sergeant takes damage, he can take more damage. We'll see if Nethros can test the font. He definitely should. Relic or something? What's that? That's Desecration? Hatred. Animosity. Haven't seen that cast before. So that kills the Sergeant. Oh, yes, that kills the Sergeant. Fire charge from Firebomb and the Manic Attack. But Tarth still has his font for one more turn. There's a Sharpshooter sitting grounded there, but it can't do anything against Demon Shield on the Fanatic. Tarth could disarm it, but there's still contact range to deal with. Yeah. And the Deep Miner is useless in a fighting situation. But here comes Northern Cross Templar. The Templar can do something. Got 6 defense. It can hold up for a bit. Grimlick used his bomb last turn. Bombs are a good way to get around high defense champions. But it's on a cooldown of 2, so there'll be no bombing this turn. There's another Dwarven Sergeant. Has Defender to give the Templar another 2 defense. So Templars gonna be stuck in there. Let's see. Nethros can attack it 3 times plus Manic. Wait, no. Twice with Grimlick, twice with the Fanatic, and then Manic. So 5 times total. Next turn. And that would do a grand total of 44 damage. So Templar is probably going to stay alive. Short of shenanigans. But considering the Iron Fist faction bonus, preventing spell damage, blocking off AoEs, well, not blocking off, but significantly reducing them. I noticed, or looking back on it, I noticed that animosity was not reduced by that. I'm guessing the wording on animosity is that the champion loses 7 life rather than takes 7 damage. And so I'm guessing the Iron Fist bonus doesn't stop that. Doesn't affect that. Interesting to note. Yep, Northern Cross Templar is in a good spot. Nethros should really get that font contested. I mean, he can move right here. The manic attack would still. Oh, he's going back here. He's going to be manicking into the poor, defenseless deep miner, the monster. It's probably a good move, killing those. Well, depends. Depends. If Nethros thinks he can keep up the rush and take this font, then targeting the deep miner works against that. But if he's just trying to cause some damage then fall back, then he can kill the deep miner. That'll help him out in the long game. Grimly gets hammer striked. Northern Cross Templar moves in. Under that doesn't have anything to cleanse that with. Pretty much the only thing Nethros can do is either sit there and watch Grimlick probably die next turn, or he can sacrifice it, or maybe retribution it. He also disarms the shield and smacks sharpshooter. Or no, gets smacked by sharpshooter. Counterattack range happens. So sharpshooter takes heavy damage. And Tarth is not quite able to kill it, he's too short. I was half expecting that the miner would kill it, and that would be hilarious. But no, too short. We'll see what Nethros does. Fanatic's going to die. Grimlick's going to die. Templar sitting there all happy. Blade of the Snake. Hello. Wow. That is 54 damage. Oh no, it's not 54. 24 damage. Through 6 defense. Thanks to Blade of the Snake gives plus 7 damage on close combat attacks. Doesn't show up down here, but it's there. And then Execute adds another 50% on top of that. And then the Templar is eviscerated, so it's going to die at the end of the turn. It's eviscerated 5. Because the long knife has rend 3. Fanatic uses its last turn to pounce over, kill the sharpshooter. Has to use its manic to kill the sharpshooter, which prevents Nethros from sacrificing it. So that's not good for him. Good for Tarth, although he just lost his only ranged champion, and he has out a sergeant and 2 miners. Well, he can kill the fanatic. That's a definite. Kill the fanatic. Probably grab this globe with the miner. But let's see. He's got 1 combat champion to 3 coming in. Grimlick did survive the turn because Northern Cross Templar died. So instead of coming in to attack, he just uses drive from the sergeant. That is 2 damage, and dude dies. Viva Fanatic dies, is whipped to death. Entertaining image. Deep Miner grabs the globes, helped by a drive from the sergeant. Let's see what Tarth deploys anything. If he doesn't have the Nord to deploy anything, he's probably not going to win this game. That'd be my prediction. He needs to get reinforcements up here fast. Nethros has reinforcements coming in fast. The Cave Runner with Initiative and Tunnel. Cave Runner isn't all that great of a combat champ, but it's not incapable. And he has Grimlet coming in with long range, and he has the Long Knife Adept. The frightening Long Knife Adept. Plus 7 damage from Bladed Snake. It's losing 5 life a turn, but doesn't really affect it much. The Long Knife's main hit point resource is the Safeguard charges, which Long Knife doesn't affect. The way Safeguard works, for anyone who's not familiar with it, is that whenever Long Knife Adept would take damage from an attack or spell, the damage is reduced to 2, and Long Knife loses a charge. It's got 5 charges to start with, and still has 5 charges. When it's out of charges, it dies. The Blade of the Snake is losing health, losing hit points, losing life, not taking damage, and it's coming from an equipment, not an attack or spell. So it does not take out charges, but it's still either Long Knife lives for another 7 turns or so. Well, that's interesting. Tarth drives it. Gives an action point, does 2 damage. So I'm guessing he has a better chance of killing it through hit points thanks to the Blade of the Snake than he does of taking out. He thinks he can do that quicker than he can take out 5 charges, which may be true. There's not much down here. Tarth's reinforcements coming in. Got Bastion the Avenger. Big scary hero. Is going to be heavily outnumbered. Probably not the best choice to deploy. Could be wrong, but big expensive champs are not at their best when you're being attacked. You want to get as many champs on the board as you can when you're under attack. Nethros has Nightmare coming in reinforcements, another initiative champ. Initiative is very good on these faraway attack situations where your opponent has closer reinforcements than you do. Tarth surrenders. He was about to lose that font, and there wasn't much more he could do to set up a defense. So, that's the game. I'll see you in the next one.